Zemagatai, mind full of wit, but tonight he will receive death's sweet kiss. A mysterious figure pushed him. He fell. There has been a murder most cruel, right here in LTM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, class, we've got a lot to cover this morning. As you know, one of our beloved colleagues has departed. Our good friend Zemmer was found dead at the end of the stairs over there in LTL. We have reason to believe it was foul play. By one of us, too.
Dude.
Exactly. Now, class, let's examine the evidence. Here's security footage of the murder. A Princeton faculty ID card was left at the scene. It wasn't Zemmer's. All forms of identification have been carefully scratched out. I'd like all of you to check if you have your cards on you.
I lost my card a couple days ago, and then I left for Boston, and I haven't really had a chance to replace it. So.
Who among you has a plan to investigate this murder? Anyone? All right. Fred?
Shouldn't we just let the police handle this?
Ha! Who knows what the press will say when they find out that it was one of us who offed Zemmer? We'll dole out some swift justice and let the PR take care of the rest.
Danelle? Sabina? Ileana? Jared? Alexi? Sam?
I hit a bug because of my lost idea.
Ned?
Now, first I'd like to say that I don't have a lead or a suspect. What I do have is an idea. Or, I'd like to say I have a theory. The person who killed Zemmer clearly had a personal motive. By purposefully leaving evidence, they're trying to send a message. The question is, who would want Zemmer dead?
Maybe it's someone who's jealous of Zemmer, or somebody who gave a hard time to during hiring.
Hiring? But who would have?
It wasn't me.
I had a great time at hiring.
Guys, before we start tearing each other apart, I really think we should just let the authorities handle this.
Now, I'm not saying that you boys did it, but Martin, you're already looking suspicious because of that lost card. And as of right now, you're the only suspects. I suggest you boys take the rest of the week off while we investigate. And I'll tell your lab to not come in either.
But who's gonna take care of the mass spec?
But Clammy likes company. You can't do this.
Oh, but we can. You don't have tenure yet. Class dismissed. Class, I assume you've heard about the unfortunate departing of our colleagues today.
Fred and Ned are dead!
Oh, and Jared.
I encourage you all to remain strong, as we are one step closer to justice starting today. Elena, bar the doors, please. It seems like the murderer did away with those who spoke up last time we convened. That makes it likely that the murderer is not only one of us, but is also in this room right now. Yes, Ileana?
Wait, what's he doing here?
I'm just gauging participation.
Okay, moving on. Alexei ran tests on the victims and found that they were all injected with a fast-acting set of lethal chemicals.
Yes, it was simple really, but the formula looked different every time. But the one component they always had in common was the anesthetic tricaine.
Well, we don't ever use tricaine in our lab, so it's gotta be a xenopus or a zebrafish lab.
That's right. Sabina, Martin, you two stay here tonight while we investigate your labs.
This is insane! We have families to return to!
Your families have been told that you're working overnight today. Now hand over your phones and swab your cheek. Worst comes to worst, we'll settle this with your DNA. As for everybody else, class dismissed. See you, Tom. Tom's log, December 15th. The killer isn't Vur. We locked him up for a day and still more good men and women dropped from our faculty like Drosophila. I can't figure this out. It feels like we're being sent on a wild goose chase. This isn't just some petty revenge scheme on Zemmer. This is something bigger. But what could it be? I've started to draw figures to try and make some sense of the madness. Zemmer, Ned, Fred, Jared, Liz, and Danelle. I swear I will serve justice to the culprit. If only I had some sort of lead. If it wasn't for Sabina, who else could have access to the tricaine? Maybe they didn't act alone. Ah, Alexei gave me a flash drive earlier today. He smirked at me and said the answer was simple. I'll go have a look at that. Oh God, what? The DNA results. This makes no sense. Unless the killer didn't act alone. Unless there was an element of synthetic lethality. Yes, I'm beginning to see it. The connections, they all point to the Martins.
Quadruples.
Barton, wake up. The coast is clear.
Perfect. Now we'll just break out of here and catch the murderer in the act.
How do you suppose we do that?
Easy. Picking a lock is way easier than troubleshooting the mass spec.
What will we do once we're out?
We'll catch the murderer in the act.
How? Oh, They used Tricaine recently to off the faculty members. They might be coming back to get more.
Exactly. Let's go.
Well, well, well. Returning to the nest, are we?
Who are you?
You mean you don't recognize me? After all, I have you two to thank for my miserable existence. I wasn't expecting you two so soon, but alas, we will have to cut to the finale prematurely.
Stay back.
All I wanted to do was to be loved by you two. I was a joint postdoc between the two of you, and look what that's gotten me. Shocking, is it not? Due to a freak accident, I was doused in mutant clammy and fell into a vat of Xenopus embryo-lysate, and this is what I have become. Never once did either one of you call to make sure I was okay. No visits to the hospital, nothing. I was forgotten, left behind, and allowed to rot. And to exact my revenge, I wanted to frame you two for murder. But this'll do too. I can't wait until you've croaked and are cold and clammy in the ground. But I am merciful. I'll let you go if you can tell me what my name is. What is my name? Au revoir.
Not so fast, pond scum.
Wayward souls and wander through the darkness. There is a light for the lost and the meek. Sorrow and fear.
And action.
Alright, and we're rolling.
I'm just gauging participation.
Not so fast, pond scum.
Action. Can't see the light. There we go.
I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Are you ready? Say something sad, Robbie. Help me out.
John Glenn died yesterday.
Who's John Glenn?
He's the astronaut. He's an American hero.
Yeah, like I can't remember the French. It's just wrong for ridiculous diffraction pattern and everything that's simple. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Cheers.